Thank you, Madam Speaker. My question is for the government representative. News Media Canada is calling for the federal government to spend at least 25% of its advertising budget on traditional Canadian media. It appears that of the $86 million spent by the government in advertising last year, only 1% was spent on Canadian newspapers. There are at least 3 reasons to spend more in Canada. First, buy Canadian, build a strong Canadian news media sector and build a strong economy. Second, support Canadian media rather than the American-owned media. Third, support avenues for less disinformation coming from abroad. This is one way to financially support strengthening news media in Canada without an increased cost to the Treasury. So my question is, could the government review its advertising program and make sure we spend the majority, that is over 50%, News Media Canada is suggesting 25, I'm suggesting the majority of its advertising dollars in Canada on Canadian news media?
Senator Gold.
Well, thank you for your question and for your continued advocacy in this important area. I certainly will communicate your recommendations to the government, as well as those to which you made reference. This government is focusing and will continue to focus on serving Canadians, and that includes making sure that Canadians have access in all respects to a credible and variety of sources of information. And I certainly will communicate your questions and your concerns to the government.
Senator Cardozo.
Thank you for that, Senator Gold. A lot of the precise information on spending is hard to get a hold of. Could you please ask the minister responsible for the Advertising Services Directorate, who's the Minister of PSPC, to provide figures in detail about how much has been spent in recent years and how much is planned for the next year, for this year and the next year, and with a breakdown on Canadian and foreign media for print, broadcast, and online media?
Senator Gold.
I will certainly add that to my inquiry.